NFL coaching turnover and new hirings. This is the Fumbling the Bag podcast with Rich and Dre.
What's up, y'all? We back.
We're here again. We're giving you more content right now. Please subscribe to the channel. Jeez, how many times I gotta tell you?
Please do, y'all.
So, we please go back, listen to the free agency show. That's gonna go kind of hand in hand with this.
Yes.
We're gonna jump into it. This one probably should have came first, but why not? Let's go. We had like 12 head coaches get fired this time around, and a lot of turnover. I mean, a lot of general manager firings. Like, I'm just gonna go down the line really quick. The Buffalo Bills coach fired. Sean McDermott. 98-50 over 9 seasons. We're going to miss you, buddy, but Joe Brady's the future. Browns, Kevin Stefanski, he's gone. Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon gone. Mike McDaniel in Miami's gone. Raheem Morris in Atlanta's gone. Brian Daboll in the Giants, gone. Pete Carroll should have never been coaching in the first place. And then the true head scratchers, John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin going. And Brian Callahan getting fired from Tennessee. That's kind of just a blip.
Wow.
And with that, we had a couple GM firings as well. Chris Greer of Miami. Queasy for Minnesota got fired, which rightfully so. I mean, how do you fumble Sam Darnold for J.J. McCarthy? And now you got Kyler Murray. Yeah. And then the Falcons fired Terry Fontenot, and they're still making poor decisions, so good luck. But if you want to go over some of the head coaching hires for the team, you could be my guest, right?
Joe Brady, the Bills hired from within. He was the offensive coordinator. Yeah. Am I correct?
And that's kind of why the DJ Moore pickup happened as well. He was coaching him in Carolina.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good hire. I mean, a lot of people don't like that hire. What do you think about this hire?
It grew on me, and I'm like, Bills are winning the Super Bowl again. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid again. It doesn't take long for me. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out, though.
Okay.
But I think they're always going to be there. They might not. They're probably not going to win, but the Bills will be there.
Hey, you got Superman as a quarterback, so they are always going to be in the thick of something.
Yes.
Sure. So let's see. The Browns, they hired
Todd Monken.
And Kevin Stefanski.
Yep, Stefanski.
Stefanski, he
went to the Atlanta Falcons.
He went to Atlanta, but is there going to be?
How accursed is Atlanta?
They're very cursed.
It's crazy.
Well, you can say the same thing about the Browns too, though.
Yeah, I mean, just one cursed franchise to another. I mean, wish you the best.
Would you take a Browns or Atlanta Falcons job at this particular time if they offered you the job? And you were a prominent coach.
Oh, if I was prominent, no. I would just take like a D coordinator job somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be safer probably.
Yeah, because I'm trying to win. I don't know.
It's crazy, man.
So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. The Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals, they got Mike LaFleur.
Yeah.
Now, I thought that was a good hire. He's a former Rams offensive coordinator.
Yeah, they did their thing.
Yeah, and I think he deserved a head coaching job.
Yeah, he deserves a chance.
I think he did deserve a chance. Now the Cardinals, I don't know. I mean, they still have a solid team.
Gardner Minshew's the starting QB as of now. I don't know what pick they have. I know it's pretty low, so they're probably QB hunting.
Yeah, you think they might trade up then?
No, they're gonna get. I don't know the QB class like that, which eventually we'll have to go over as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Because draft is coming up.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good hire. I mean, what can I say about that?
Yeah, it was fine. Dolphins are, they got Jeff Halfley.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that. I think the Dolphins are screwed. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like some of it's like, why are we firing and hiring coaches? Like, your team's going to suck.
Yeah. I mean, but a lot of these people, these coaches, just might be their first time head coaching. There have been a lot of repeats, though, that already have experience coaching. But, I mean, hey. Miami, I think Miami is not really, managing their team that good either.
No, I mean, you just seen today the Jalen Waddle trade happened.
I heard about that, yes.
They got like a first, a third or something, and a fifth, and then they traded away a third or something like that as well. I mean, good for Denver. They got a a true 1A, 1B, or 1B, 1B with Sutton and Waddle now.
I think they needed that too. Denver, that was a good move for Denver.
Yeah,
in my
great
opinion.
move. I didn't think re-signing J.K. Dobbins for the money they did was a good move at all.
It was too much money.
Way for a guy who's had 3 major ligament tears.
Yeah,
terrible move in my opinion, but still
sounds like something the Lions would have done.
Yeah, it's like they have a crazy offensive line. Why are you overpaying? Like you just run it back with R.J. Harvey. He was fine.
Yeah, why not?
So weird decision there, and obviously the big splash of the season was probably John Harbaugh going to the Giants. I think this is a tremendous hire.
Yeah,
I think the culture is going to shift.
I agree.
And I think, again, I'm going to talk about it now. It's March 17th. This team's going to be – I think the Giants will be good this next season. I think they will win 10 or 11 games.
Playoff team, huh?
They are a playoff team in my eyes so far. That front 7 looks real good to me.
Yeah, oh yeah. And didn't you mention, too, that they'd win the division?
Yeah, I did. I did say that. Yeah. Over my Washington Commanders. We'll hope. I mean, we threw a lot of money at guys in Washington, but I believe in the front 7 being fundamental to winning football games, and that's what that team has.
Well, they're making the right moves too. The John Harbaugh hire. I mean, and John Harbaugh knew this is where he wanted to be, or this is one of the teams that he wanted to be at, because he could see, talent-wise, where they're at.
And even last year, I mean, I watched quite a few Giants games. They were not as bad as their record indicated. They were maybe a 7-10 team. They blew, I believe, like a record 4 or 5 games within like 2 minutes left of the game.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of fourth quarter blown losses. The biggest one being that Denver loss, being up like 26 nothing going into the fourth.
I was watching that game too. I was really upset by that.
And that comes down to coaching mostly. So I don't think Harbaugh would let that fly.
No.
Even though they blew a lot of games in Baltimore the same way.
Well, I think Harbaugh probably did need a fresh start. He's still a great coach, but I just think things weren't clicking after a while in Baltimore. I don't think he was getting along with Lamar Jackson. From my point of view, my opinion, but I just think that it was time for him to go probably.
Yeah. Clint Kubiak going to the Raiders. I don't know how I feel about it, but they've made a lot of moves in Vegas. Something for the fans to get semi-excited about, because I think the moves they made were pretty okay.
Yeah. Well, my question is, who's going to be the quarterback for the Raiders?
It's going to be Mendoza.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting to get
Mendoza's
the first.
getting drafted
first
number
pick.
1. He's going to Vegas.
They're going to throw him to the Wolves?
Oh, hell yeah. Who do you think they're going to? I mean, they released Geno Smith.
They released Geno.
So we'll see what happens
no choice,
there.
Right?
Yeah, and, I think it's a budding team that could be good, not now, but in maybe 2 or 3 years.
Well, do you think that they're better offensively or defensively at this point, this juncture?
At this juncture, defensively. Even though they have an all-pro weapon in Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty, I think if he has any semblance of O-line, he could be a star. They just don't have that yet. They don't have a good O-line. We could sit there and go through their team, player by player, and it's not great.
They're going to – hopefully they have a great draft, but that's going to be their future, though, you know. So
Got to invest in the trenches.
I don't know about the hire. We'll see. Yeah,
and they got Max Crosby back. Great. Save their first 2
draft
picks.
Now. I think they still get rid of him, though.
And the more I hear about it, they're saying, I'm hearing too on my end that the Ravens, they were fucking around because they've never actually traded a first-round pick for a player, ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they were fucking around trying to get something in the background for Trey Hendrickson or something.
Yeah, they weren't being totally honest with us or the media.
So another reason to hate the Ravens, everyone. So
and teams hate them now.
Yeah, I already did for the Josh Allen slander. So you got Ravens going with Jesse Minter. I don't know
how I feel about that either.
We'll see. I don't know.
It's I'm gonna say this though: the Ravens need to do something as far as going to the Super Bowl with Lamar. Something got to give.
The problem is they just traded so many players. They had to clear a bunch of cap.
Yeah.
And the contract situation's getting out of control.
Yeah, I mean, and the defense, they're supposed to, the defense was supposed to be better than it was last season. It just did not show up.
Yeah, Matabuke getting hurt really killed their interior defensive line, and they got ran all over as a result of it.
Yeah.
And the secondary, I've always said it was overrated.
Right.
No one wants to listen to me because Kyle Hamilton's still the best with Marlon Humphrey. I never believed players should be treated on a name basis, but instead of their productivity on the field. And yeah, they've had good seasons, but they also allow a ton of yards through the air every game, and that's partially on them.
Well, Mentor is a defensive coach. He was defensive coordinator, I believe. So, he's going to probably get that defense in order, hopefully.
I would hope he does.
But that's, I mean, and there's going to be expectations for him, too. So
Yeah, he was, let's see. Yeah, he was the defensive coordinator under Jim Harbaugh, so he just got promoted. And
the Chargers, okay.
So we'll see. And then Pittsburgh, going with this, was a head shaker to me, as Dre's shaking his head.
Listen, he won't be there no more than 3 or 4 years. This is when
you don't think this is a career gig? Pittsburgh is a career gig for anyone who's coached there the last 60 years?
Yeah, but that's if you win. McCarthy, I don't like him as a coach. I'm sorry. I know he's won a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. I know that.
I never liked McCarthy. Never.
No, I thought he was always overrated. I thought he was lucky when he won that Super Bowl. And they should have won more than just one,
I agree.
In all honesty. So I think this was a bad hire. It's going to show.
And they don't even know who's their QB.
Who's the QB, right?
Who's the QB?
Is they going to run Aaron Rodgers back or what?
Yeah, maybe. They got 2 dog-ass reset. And that's what I think they hired him for is we'll run it back one more time with Aaron Rodgers. That's I don't know.
Now this is
8-9
a team
incoming.
They need to try to move ahead in the draft so they can pick up a quarterback. In all honesty, I'm gonna be honest with you because they've been doing the same thing since Roethlisberger, kind of patching the quarterback position up with your old timers or cats that used to be good.
Yeah, and they've hit on drafts. I mean, like T.J. Watt.
Yeah,
they hit on Alex Highsmith.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They haven't
back
done
in the
bad.
day, Le'Veon Bell was a huge hit. Antonio Brown was a baller. You know what I mean?
Roethlisberger.
Was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're just always luckily getting franchise guys. I think this is a franchise running on steam and time's running up. And I think it should have been time for them to hit the hard reset instead of trying to keep this 8-9, 9-8 thing going.
Right, man. I totally agree.
Unfortunately, we got to talk about the Tennessee Titans for a moment. They hired Robert Saleh.
I like Saleh, man.
I like Saleh.
I liked him with the Jets.
I don't know what this franchise is going to do with, if you look at them on paper, they're bad. They're still bad. They're going to win 4 games again. I'm sorry. I don't see a huge improvement in what this team's going to do. You got John Franklin Meyer. Oh, great.
I think they win 1 or 2 more games, but not much, though. You're right.
I got 4 or 5 wins for them as of now.
It's definitely been a rebuilding thing for them for a while.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hate it for him. I hated that he took this job because it seems like he's just setting himself up for failure. But we'll see,
Yeah. But, I think
you got to give him more than 2 years, though.
Most coaching changes were not for the better. I think the best ones are very obviously John Harbaugh and booting Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 that I'm like, okay, I can get behind. And I think the Pete Carroll firing was good. I think Kubiak will be better in Vegas. And you can't hire a 70-year-old cheerleader as your head coach. I'm sorry. And then I do like the OC. I know you probably got some stuff about OCs in there. I know.
I don't.
I know the Lions hired the old offense. We talked about that off cuff. We got the Arizona Cardinals OC.
Right. He's more of a running game
great.
guy.
And we're gonna run the ball. Did you know they tried? Isaiah Pacheco was like, we're gonna get a new Sonic and Knuckles name, and Gibbs left him hanging.
Right. Why would he say something like that?
He's like, he was hurt. He's hurting. Why are you hurting that man?
Right, man. That was his boy, D. Montgomery, man.
But yeah, I think that's all we got for this today. Anything else we want to address?
Well, the draft will be coming up pretty soon. We'll be gearing up for that.
We'll be back for probably not round of 32 because that will be done for NCAA, but we will be here for the Sweet 16.
Yes, we will be here for the Sweet 16.
And then we'll give you Final Four.
Yes.
and probably a championship game won. And as long as draft stuff, Master Show coming up in April.
Yes.
So busy month ahead of us. Please subscribe to the channel again. We appreciate you guys for listening.
Yes. Thank you.